This is the second time I'm trying this. I'll explain why in a moment. I apologise for the background. It's not great, is it? I'm here in glorious Pembrokeshire and the sun's shining and it's lovely. And you must come down and try it sometime. It's good. And the beaches are just clear and the sky's blue. And if it rains, it doesn't rain for long. Pembrokeshire, put it on your holiday list sometime. Last weekend I put together a bundle of classes on conversions. That comes with a free worksheet. So give the worksheet a go, and if you can't do it, you might need to do the bundle, and that's cheaper than coming to a class. It's a lot cheaper than coming to a class. Most children are getting it wrong, and the majority of children got the 3 of that sort of question in the mock exam wrong. Most people aren't going to tackle this, let's be honest. We all know you need to lose weight. I don't. Most other people don't, and it's the same with this. So if you are one of the ones that tackle it, rejoice. I'll read out the kind of thing that people will be getting wrong all week. The question was, which is the greatest? 0.25 of 100, 25% of 100, 2/8 of 100, 0.4 of 100, or 1/4 of 100. And I reckon about, on average, about 1 in 6 children were getting that right. And if you just stop and work it out, it's not difficult. 0.25 of 100, 25. 25% of 100, 25. 2/8 of 100 is 1/4. 1/4 of 100 is 25. 1/4 of 100 is 25. And 0.4 of 100, that's 4/10. So 1/10 of 100 is 10. 2/10, 20. 3/10, 30. 4/10, 40. So that's the biggest one. That was all the workings you had to do. But you can't just sit there and go, I think it's... because that's not going to work. This is my book of notes. This was given to me by people some years ago, and I'm very careful how I use the paper because I think it's lovely. So I sort of write these sort of little notes. It's probably about the tidiest notebook I've ever had. My husband has just come in on a strop. This is why this is second time. I've given him a worksheet. I'm now working on a bundle of classes on scales. You know, the kind of thing. A map of Timbuktu is on a scale of 1 to 375,000. 1 centimetre on the map equals blah, blah, blah. Therefore, how far is it to go to school or something? Anyway, I've given them 3 sheets. So Bede's doing one, Jane and Marshall are doing one, and Roger's doing one. And when I left to come and say this, do the letter, I could hear Marshall go, oh, this is easy. And then by the time I went back in to go and get something, they were all distinctly grumpy. And there's a little bit of, dare I say it, testosterone going on there, a little bit of male thing, because there's Bede, who's 14, and there's Marshall, who wants to make a good impression, and there's Jane, who's actually much cleverer than she gives the impression. She has a bit of a loopy-la-la, but actually it's got a killer mentality there, or just very sharp. Not kilo, but you know what I mean. And Roger, of course, would like to see himself as the silverback dominant male. So it's a little bit unkind to leave them doing it. So in a few days, there should be up on the sheet, if I do well, it should maybe even up tomorrow afternoon, there'll be a downloadable sheet. Just do the downloadable sheet. If you get them all right, rejoice. If not, consider the bundle, because they're not easy. And let's face it, an 11 plus without scale isn't an 11 plus, is it? It always comes up, or it should come up, even if it doesn't. But it does. And most children are getting it wrong, cataclysmically wrong. So if you can get those, it's just like the other ones, if it's a competition. If you find, I'm always saying this, aren't I? But firstly, you have to build up, play to your strengths. If you're good as a goalkeeper, play in goal, don't be a striker, or vice versa. If you're a bit rubbish at kicking the ball, get better at kicking the ball, but also find out where the opposition's weak and work on that, because that's how you can win it. So scale, ratio, fractions, blah, 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 blah. Have a lovely, lovely holiday. And if you're still at school, because I'm not, bye.